When a con has a wellness label, follow the money like it's wearing yoga pants. I start where liars forget the floor is lava. Wallets. Her baby checking for taxes sits next to a brand new wallet with no history, like a newborn wearing sunglasses. Cash App pushes 300 on Thursday night. Another Friday morning, all memoed retreat stipend. The baby wallet steps into a mixer like a tourist changing hats. Gas fees don't do costumes. They timestamp shame. I spin up a tracer that paints flows as Christmas lights. Green for in, red for out. Gold for the little fees that refuse to lie. The path glows. Cash App, baby wallet, low rent mixer, DeFi contract my notes label, Mentor pool. The contract owner address maps to an LLC filed the week she met her advisor at a panel where integrity was spelled with 3 exclamation points. My deck joke lives on their slide about compliance being pleasure. Cool plagiarism, guys. IP next. She thinks a VPN is an invisibility cloak. It's a bedsheet with eye holes. Our router sees everything that pays rent. Her laptop pings home at 6:58 p.m., bounces at 7:03, then resurfaces on Harbor Fiber at 7:09 with the same TLS fingerprint. For exactly 20 seconds, both sessions overlap. Our couch and her eucalyptus palace. That's not magic. That's someone sprinting to an elevator with a conscience shaped like a key fob. I pull DHCP leases. Her phone is her phone. The second device is a Pixel with a vendor string that screams bulk order. It only appears after 11 p.m. and leaves before sunrise like a vampire with a day job. I don't need to anthropologize it. I log it, tag it burner buddy, and keep moving. Meanwhile, the smart mirror keeps doing what snitches do, overachieving. Its debug log lists clip titles and durations because some developer needed to troubleshoot motivation montages. Rehearsal ask for 250k you wave, 212. Practice say he want mind.mp4, 144. Pitch sample deck.move, 306. I don't pull content. I don't need to. Titles are the summary. Durations are the admission. The mirror believes in receipts as a love language. I feel seen. I test the theory with a control. I push $10 through the same Cash App route she used. Memo, breathwork. The baby wallet inhales it. The mixer coughs it into Mentor pool. Gas fees ping at times that match Harbor's elevator lag. Circuit closed. Science applauds in a lab coat that says petty. Calendar trap. Because I'm not just a raccoon with spreadsheets. I'm a raccoon with a pen. I generate a crisp calendar invite from EAM, addressed to an inbox I control. Subject Friday stewardship run-through. I forward it to her work address with a simple, per your request. She RSVPs yes in under a minute. 2 minutes later, Mr. Integrity replies, push to after panel? Coordination without content is still coordination. I build a dashboard for my own sanity. Tabs across the top, timeline, networks, wallets, IP overlaps, business IP. 3 slides per tab. No gore, just math. If she tries to call me paranoid, the slides will do what therapy couldn't. Stay calm while naming things. Then I get a bonus from the universe. He CCs the wrong M on a deck update. It lands in my inbox like a pigeon confession. Slide order identical to mine. Copy-pasted phrasing. Even my dumb joke about audits being hugs if you consent first. He changed 2 colors and added a stock photo of a woman laughing alone with salad. I run a diff and highlight 2 identical typos. Privilege and data lake. Inspiration doesn't copy your mistakes. Thieves do. Personal stakes refresher hits like an elbow from a ghost. I cue our wedding song while tagging artifacts. My face leaks. I call it humidity. I don't stop working. It's not cold, it's survival. Romance died the night the thermostat hit 74 at midnight. The ledger is what's left with a pulse. I need leverage that's legal, boring, and brutal. So I talk to the bank. We've got a pending payout from a small exit I led. I flag it. Material discrepancies identified. Request temporary escrow pending audit. Compliance yawns, sips coffee, presses a button that parks a car on a cloud. She texts, "Babe, did the exit hit?" I reply, "Bank's doing an audit cycle." Truth, not comfort. HR whisper. Because I'm done letting men with cedar cologne eat off my plate. I send an anonymous, non-accusatory note to his firm's ethics inbox. Public materials suggest potential reuse of proprietary client frameworks from. Recommend internal review pre-presentation. No names, no files, just a mirror tilted at their faces. They love integrity on slides. Let's see how they like it in email. Home security, check. I briefed link staff. If anyone with great hair tries my garage keypad again, lock it down and play my Hugh Red Flags playlist. Yes, I have one. It opens with a xylophone solo that sounds like guilt in a children's museum. The tracer hums. Thursday night, $300 in. Friday morning, $300 in. Friday, 7:22 p.m., Baby Wallet approves Mentor Pool's Founders Grant, like a toddler signing a lease. Smart Mirror logs rehearsal ask for $250K. Baby Ave at 11:22. DoorDash oysters land at 12:38. Gas fees spike at 12:41. The way regret spikes when the receipt arrives with gratuity included. It's a symphony, and every instrument is off-key in the same key. I set a boundary with myself that feels like flossing. Only audiences who must see this. Council, bank, implicated orgs, and the two leads in this off-Broadway tragedy. No group chats. No revenge posts. No Goddess Coven AMA. If it's not a lever, it's a liability. She almost catches me. Netflix night, cozy couch, show about people who should text back faster. She leans over to grab popcorn as my phone lights with escrow notice sent. I karate chop my own lock button like it owes me money. Spam, I say, and crunch louder. She side-eyes like she's doing algebra. Then the dog in the show barks, and we both pretend to be normal. I loop back to the mirror because it's my favorite collaborator. Its app tries to assemble a "you did it" montage from cached clips and logs the failure because the file names are too long. Developer notes include truncate long titles in V2. Thank you for shipping with honesty. A minute later, the log prints rehearsal ask for $250K at Chainwave in full with a hash. I anchor the hash to a public chain for timestamping. If anyone asks when I knew, the blockchain will raise its hand like a teacher's pet. Now I need a venue. Not a courthouse, a container. Someplace where she can see the board and choose a move that isn't flailing. The rooftop panel appears on the shared calendar. Women in tech, funding integrity. The irony clicks its heels. I RSVP as the supportive spouse. I pack a 24-inch portable display, the dashboard, and 3 sentences I won't deviate from. I text my lawyer. Escrow parked. HR notes sent. Deck diff ready. He replies with, boring is beautiful. Before bed, I test one last tripwire. I cue the garage keypad to sing if the wrong code gets love. At 9:03, someone tries. 3 wrong attempts. The keypad locks, the speakers whisper the xylophone of shame, and the door cam captures a handsome blur looking up like the sky betrayed him. I save the clip, label it Garage Enthusiast, and sleep like a man who put seatbelts on his life. Morning, I do a dry run of the reveal. Click through timeline, networks, wallets, IP overlaps, business IP. No theatrics, no gotchas. Just receipts and a font a juror could read between fries. I add one last tab. Terms. 3 bullets. Car to her, house to me. Clawback via court wallet on misused funds. Public correction. No names, no mud. It's not mercy. It's a refund policy. By noon, the tracer lights match the skyline outside. Money in, mask off, pool approval, mirror snitch, oyster cameo. Every piece hums the same chord, stewardship my foot. I close the laptop, scratch the cat, and tell the house, we're almost done whispering. The social web The thermostat exposed. Stays at 70 Group like chats are crime scenes with emojis. I don't read her messages. I'm not storing in a cautionary tale, but iCloud metadata leaks just enough to build a skeleton. Names, member counts, last activity spikes. The wholesome thread with recipes hums along at dinner o'clock. The spicy one, Goddess Coven, lights up after any event with gift bags. Then there's a private thread called Friday Church, recurring calendar link, late night activity spikes, and a bio line that reads, oysters are a sacrament. If your communion needs lemon wedges, congratulations, you're founding a faith I can audit. The calendar link isn't content, it's coordinates. It points to a URL slug that some lazy developer left indexed. Sanctuary up top or seating. Cross-ref that with Harbor View's rooftop alias, and boom, your steeple has string lights and a dress code. IMAP chat bursts against my timeline. Friday Church spikes at 11:30 p.m. and 1:15 a.m. Same windows as Harbor's guest Wi-Fi joins and the DoorDash Oyster Pilgrimage. I tag usernames to real humans. I actually like Against My Will. 2 co-workers with tote bags that say ethics in script, a yoga friend who hates shoes, and a contact saved as EAM, which is corporate for the assistant who turns your sins into calendar blocks. Live photos do their tuxedo snitching again. In a Candle Vibes clip from backstage at her panel rehearsal, the pre-roll catches a whisper. After Q&A, we slipped to sanctuary. I don't need to hear who said it. The bar's promo video uses the same terrible sax loop bleeding in from the hallway. Same pitch, same key, same audacity. Photos Vault contributes with the enthusiasm of a hall monitor. Thumbnails only, but coordinates don't lie. 2 boomerangs of hydration pin at the tower latitude I already hate. A selfie at the event green room pings 6 blocks south. The timestamps dovetail with Friday church's pulses. The skeleton stands up, stretches, and asks for oysters. I test a soft poke. From my decoy inbox, I forward the EA's stewardship run-through to her work with confirming for Friday. She taps yes so fast my phone blushes. 2 minutes later, M replies, push till after panel. My diffing heart sings. Coordination without screenshots is still coordination. Add it to the slide. Personal stakes refresher sneaks in through a crack. I tag the files while our wedding song surfaces in a shuffle like a drunk at a wake. My face gets damp. I pet the cat, who offers a cool forehead like a tiny therapist with fur. I keep going. Reef can ride shotgun, he can't drive. I book a table at Sanctuary under my friend Alex's name. He's the reporter with the blazer that snorts, 2 seats over from the event's VIP block. We're not hunting spectacle. We're staging friction in a place that sells $17 mocktails named after abstract nouns. If anything gets loud, it won't be me. I brief allies. Grant, my lawyer, has an escrow motion primed and boring. Alex has one question loaded like a polite grenade. How do you ensure integrity in your funding sources? He practices in a whisper. It still echoes. Building security at my place has a handout titled Garage Enthusiast, with a still of great hair attempting my keypad like he's auditioning for Home Alone 6, Ethics Edition. Back to the social web. One more metadata gift. iCloud logs a member at event. M added V. V is a venture scout with a jawline that opens doors and an Instagram full of hustle captions and foyers. His public calendar, because tech boys love transparency until HR calls, shows rooftop mixer slotted right after her panel. The trampoline just installed springs. The burner thread coughs a location nickname, Sanctuary. The rooftop's internal event slug uses the same word in a lineup the developer left crawling. I click through to the page source and laugh when I see alt text for a photo. Oyster hands cheers. JPG. You don't need to be a poet to call your shot. You do need to be this specific to get audited by a guy who names his Wi-Fi hash brown. I set one more gentle trap. A calendar hold for my address labeled debrief with M funding language, set to private, sent to my decoy, then forwarded to her with per your note. She thumbs up, reacts like she's signing for a package. My pulse slows. It's not victory, it's weather. Right on schedule, the Mirror offers comic relief. Its app, desperate to be helpful, compiles a motivational montage and logs failure states in plain English. Error. Clip practice say he want mind.mp4 exceeded length for template, you're glowing. The developer comment reads, who names files like this? Me, apparently. I anchor the log hash, add one caption, Your Honor, the Mirror is exasperated. We need a breath, so I take one in cat. He's sprawled across my hoodie, purring like a V8. I scratch his chin and say, buddy, you picked a chaotic house to nap in. He licks his paw and swats my cable like he's QA for Destiny. It helps. Then, a pattern interrupt. She texts mid-afternoon, panel moved up, can you record it? Sure, I'm a supportive husband in public while loading a dashboard under the table that could replace the panel with a TED Talk about consequences. I reply, proud of you. Crush it. She sends a heart and a selfie with a lanyard that says integrity. I can't make it up. I don't have to. I tighten the reveal choreography. No humiliation, no public airing of private stains. Just a quiet corner, a 24-inch screen, and truths in fonts even bad actors can read. If she runs to PR, the HR review at Mentor's firm has already sprouted. If he swings at a lawyer with a folder of napalm written in Times New Roman. My job is to keep my voice calm and my slides short. One last social tick. Goddess Coven renames itself Crisis Hotline. Activity spikes. then flattens. Someone removed a gif of fireworks. Good. Fireworks are for July and divorce lawyers who bill by the sparkle. On event night, Sanctuary hums 3 floors below heaven. I sit with Alex at our table. Water only. Eyes on the exits like I'm waiting for a fire drill led by a man in loafers. The panel opens with bromides about purpose. She shines. She's good at crowds. I want that skill for my next life. Q&A time. Alex raises a single finger, the universal sign for polite mayhem. He uses the voice of a man reading a bedtime story to a board. In early-stage ecosystems, how do you ensure integrity in your funding sources? The sound of forks pausing is louder than clap tracks. She starts to say due diligence and stalls on due. Somewhere, a mirror file name blushes. I don't spring. I wait. Applause happens. Clusters reform. I catch her eye and ask, "Can I steal you for a minute?" She smiles like habit. We drift to my quiet corner, where the 24-inch glow hums under the words Integrity Score, 404. Tabs across the top wink like a friendly TSA check. I don't monologue. I click timeline. Networks, wallets, IP overlaps, business IP, then terms. I let silence do its push-ups. Her eyes track left to right like a printer jam just cleared. The rooftop breeze moves a string light the way endings move through rooms. Behind her shoulder, I see great hair 20 feet back, doing the chameleon lean. V checks his phone like it might notarize his chin. Alex blends into a potted tree like journalism with leaves. Nobody hears us, except the truth and a playlist named for a church that sells shellfish. The social web just got narrowed to 2 people and a 24-inch receipt. And me? I'm done being a thread in a group chat. I'm the audit log with a pulse. Legal prep and leverage. Attorney consult means pants, so I wore the good ones and booked a conference room called Cypress, which is corporate for We Bill Hope by the minute. Grant, my lawyer, looks like a bulldog who passed the bar and collects fountain pens to relax. I slide the packet across labeled Refund Requested. He flips, skims, and makes a sound like a printer eating a staple. Walk me through lines you didn't cross, he says, pen hovering. Only artifacts she produced or devices we own, I say. No passwords guessed, no DMs read, no live surveillance. Mirror logs, router leases, captive portal public counts, wallet flows on chain, chain of custody hashes anchored. Grant nods like I handed him a casserole. Good, we keep you boring. Boring wins. He taps a page. Prenups consent to monitor clause covers joint devices. Router is yours. Mirror is yours. Her calendar via joint backup is yours. Audio content you did not play is a halo you're keeping on. Keep it. I exhale a week's worth of caffeine. He leans in. What do you want exactly? Refund, clean exit, my house quiet, I say. No bonfire, just receipts and the lock change. He smiles with his eyes, which is how attorneys tell you your pain is marketable. We'll do escrow first. There's a pending payout you flagged already? Yep. I told the bank material discrepancies. They parked it on a cloud. Beautiful. We'll memorialize with a letter. Request temporary escrow on any disbursement touching joint assets until third-party audit. Non-accusatory, heavy, with phrases that scare accountants into naps. He scribbles. Material discrepancies, conflict exposure, interim hold. Next, HR whisper to the mentor's firm. Done, I say. Anonymous, gentle, patronizing. Perfect. Civil leverage, not criminal theater. On the IP theft, he pauses at the side-by-side of my deck versus Cedar Cologne's remix. We'll send a letter before action. Derivative without license, identical typos, same order. We'll offer settlement terms that look like mercy and smell like court. He flips to the terms tab I mocked up. Car to her, house to you. Clawback via court wallet. Public correction, no contact, clean. He draws a tiny box. Add keys and access revocation, mirror subscription canceled, refund her half so no one whines over $59 in front of a judge. I grin. Petty prophylaxis. Exactly. He glances at me. You ready? For the part where this stops being a spreadsheet and becomes a conversation? No, I say. But I've got sentences. He drafts emails like lullabies for bureaucrats. Certified mail to her LLC's registered agent requesting escrow compliance. A neutral note to our bank referencing his letterhead so compliance snaps a salute. A tidy notification to her counsel pool because we know which firm she used for her LLC, offering a discussion window before filings. Every paragraph smells like chamomile and consequences. While he types, my phone buzzes. Doorcam. Garage enthusiast again. 3 wrong codes. Playlist triggers red flags. Xylophone of shame tinkles through a speaker 2 miles away. I show Grant the still. He smirks. Add trespass adjacent to my fun words list. Doesn't change today. Good for tomorrow if he mouths off. We do asset triage. Freeze third-party applets, he says. Already killed ZenBudget's plaid hook, I say. Cash App routes mapped. Baby wallet flows anchored. Move operating accounts, he says. I separated mine yesterday. Auto transfers to her LLC paused. Joint business card. Gone. He nods approval like I finally flossed. Now choreography. You want to do the reveal at that rooftop event? Quiet table. 24-inch screen. No theatrics. Good. You're not a YouTuber in a prank aisle. You're a man with tabs. He writes, no public humiliation. Witnesses optional. Presentation minimal. Offer terms. Schedule counsel. The bank responds mid-meeting. Escrow hold confirmed. Dual confirmation available. I text back, yes, to dual confirm. Grant fires off the memo to anchor it. Client authorizes temporary dual authorization for withdrawals exceeding X, where X is a number that makes thieves sweat and bankers call you sir. Survival counter tries to punk me on the way out. She texts, weird email at work about escrow irregularities. Phishing? I type and delete 3 drafts. I settle on, it's been running drills all quarter, don't click anything. I feel my soul do a plank. Grant catches the grimace. You okay? Fine, I lie. Don't narrate, he says. Present. Offer.